That's great. Good job. Good job being set up to go live here, Oaks. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Burrow77. We obviously have the second half of England, Slovakia going on with this extra time here. So I'm not taking any live action here. If you guys want to talk about live stuff, I'm here for it. I'll help you out. But other than that, we are going to focus on the next match, which is Spain versus Georgia. I like Spain here. It shouldn't surprise anybody. The number is definitely very long, minus 500. I kind of like Spain to score in both halves here. Let's see what that price is. Team to score in both halves. Crap, I don't have that price shopping tool to score in both halves. Here we go. Spain minus 118 over on Bet Rivers, minus 126 on FanDuel, probably minus 110, minus 115 neighborhood over on Caesars. I kind of like that as a look. So yeah. Also, just want to mention Jude Bellingham taking a lot of slander from English Twitter, and again is the only guy showing up to perform and do anything for you on the pitch at the death when you need it the most. So shut the fuck up. How about that? How about you guys do a lot more of that? Just saying. Bellingham to score assist plus 145 after his 21st birthday cashes for us, which is very nice. Also was a little disappointed on that not getting credit on that Harry Kane shot there. Yeah, flattering the Georgians. Definitely good look, Myron. The man has been absolutely on fire. I've seen a decent amount of him playing over in Spain, so I definitely don't hate that. I'm going to take Metza again for a shot on target just because he's taken PKs. I believe he's got 3 goals, and he just continues to find the net and the frame. So I am looking at Metza shot on target here, plus 105, FanDuel, plus 110, DraftKings, plus 112, Bet Rivers. I also don't hate Kravachela or Special K to take a shot on target here at plus 100 on DK and FanDuel, and minus 107 over on Bet Rivers. I like Nico Williams a lot here. Nico Williams has a dumb amount of pace. He's going to cause a lot of problems for this midfield and backline pairing of, oh man, I'm not even going to try on these names, let's be honest. So yeah, I just think Nico Williams attacks here. I like number 15, number 2, and number 10. That little triangle right there is the area of the pitch for Georgia that I would be looking for guys to pick up cards. I think they're going to have a lot of success attacking with Nico Williams. Also, Ruiz is a shoot on sight type of player. Let me pull up some numbers for him, but I know that he's been just lights out when it comes to the first half shots. He's not afraid of anything. He's always shooting. I'm getting a ton of notifications for Brazilian games that I'm not even touching today, so apologies while I clear my notifications for that. Stank, what up? Good to see you. You know we out here. Canada is still alive, Cody. I told you Canada and the double chance was the play there. Oaks listing off defenders sound like he's ordering Specials' his favorite wing spot. Nice. I like that one. Yeah, or maybe like some sort of kebab too. Again. So Ruiz, I'm gonna try and pull up his matches here. He was benched versus Albania. He had a goal versus Croatia. Let's see how many shots he took. Ruiz, 1 shot, 1 on target in the back of the net versus Italy. Ruiz picked up a knock. He had 3 shots, 2 on target, all 3 in the first half. So Ruiz was definitely firing there first half. He started on the bench here for Spain versus Albania. Did he sub in at any point? Let's see. Ruiz. He did not sub in. They gave him a rest after picking up a knock there. So, yeah, I like Ruiz to shoot here, and I probably like him to shoot early. Let me pull up those numbers so that I can take a look. Never mind. Georgia goalkeeper saves are super juiced. Books got tired of losing money. Do I like Nico's shots? I do. I think that Nico is going to continue to move the ball really well. I also like Yamal shots. I definitely like him first half. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here. Because obviously that is going to dictate a lot of where my action goes. Damn, they are super juiced. Nico Williams, 2 shots at plus 110 in the first half. I definitely don't mind that. Yamal at plus 145. Ruiz at plus 220. Kravachela is plus 290. I don't hate that. Metzaduke, I like better at plus 420. I really do think that he's going to be effective. I know Kravachela showed out last game. And he really needed to. His mouth has been writing a lot of checks. His ass hasn't been able to cash about this Napoli contract. And if it's not him, it's his manager / dad / camp, which is probably doing it under his direction, which I think is a really dumb move when you're under contract to 2028. So you're going to have to figure out how to do something and be a contributor here. So I don't hate taking his shots or shot on target as well. And Georgia's going to have to push here. Despite Spain's prowess and their ability to play attacking football, I think now that we take a look back on it, that Spain group was relatively weak. Their group just really wasn't that good. With Italy, Albania, and Croatia in there. So I like Spain. I just don't think that this is going to be a complete cakewalk for them. I think Georgia have nothing to lose. They have everything to play for. Georgia plus 2, I don't hate it. I don't love it either, to be honest with you. I like that you get the push there for the 2. Because I do like this Spain team. I do think that they're a lot better than I gave them credit for pre-tournament. It took me a couple of matches of watching them to make sure that they were committed to their forward attack and just not going to make 1,200 lateral passes a game like they did last Euros and they have under previous management. This team is committed to pushing the ball forward with Yamal, Nico, Ruiz, Pedri, and even Rodri out there. Morata's a little bit slower, but that works with fast wingers when you got a big target man in the box with the aerial prowess Morata has to be there for crosses, and especially with guys to jump on loose balls in the box like Pedri, Rodri, and Ruiz. So that strong attacking wing play and the ability of Yamal and Williams to take people on one-on-one and win a dribble to get to the touchline and send in a cross for these late trailers, and Morata, Ruiz, Rodri, and Pedri are really nice. So I like, you can take Nico Williams and Yamal assists if you like, or whichever side you prefer. I'm probably going to end up on Nico Williams to score or assist here. I know it hasn't been hitting at the clip it does when I play him for Bilbao, but I know that this kid's talent is absolutely unreal. I watch him week in and week out. I would say that, I'm a soft Bilbao fan as my and a soft Betis fan is kind of like my two secondary teams that I like over there in Spain behind Real Madrid. It would be Bilbao and Betis the most. So Nico Williams to score or assist here. It's minus 120. I'm going to check DraftKings, see if I can get a little better price on that. But if it's 120, I might just wait for. I'm not going to be able to score or assist live though. So yeah, it's going to have to be a pre-match bet, or I'll just have to solo the assist on this one. Give me 1 second here while I finish looking this up on DraftKings. Yeah, Nico's minus 120 there too. So I might end up taking his assist as a standalone number. Nico's plus 250 on a standalone assist. There, Nico's plus 230 on FanDuel. So I'll take the softer grading market for the FanDuel assist at plus 230. Yamal and Special K over 2 shots each at plus 138. I don't think that's a bad builder. I will just mention that Special K has only really been effective that last game versus Georgia or versus Portugal for Georgia. So that just is something to be wary of. Again, I'm a big believer in the guys who are hot and have momentum going and under their belt, stay hot and continue to build on it. Look what just happened with Jude Bellingham in England. Fuck you, English haters. So yeah, I'm a big fan in the guys who are hot to stay hot. So if you like Special K, go with Special K. I personally like Mika Dutse, so I'm probably going to continue to focus on Mika Dutse just because of the amount of money he's won me. I do like Special K though. I think that they're both going to have to be involved here. I think that Georgia's going to have to be brave and they're going to have to take their chances. I think that looking to rack up set pieces is a good call, and Kvaratskhelia should be on a majority of corners without a doubt here for Georgia. So I don't hate his to score or assist number at plus 400. Same thing with Mitsuduke at plus 430. If you like, I kind of like Georgia to score here. I know Spain has done nothing but keep clean sheets, but I do kind of like Georgia to score here. Plus 142 if you like both teams to score. Again, we did see an underdog score first. If you're into that sort of betting, you can take Georgia to score first, or you can take them to score in the first half for a flyer if you want. There's always something to be said about hungry dogs running faster. And Georgia is definitely the hungry dog here. Team to score in the first half, Georgia plus 300. Could be worth another little flyer. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you have any more questions, comments, stuff you want me to touch on? Again, I do these for you guys more than anything else. Over 9.5 corners. Mike, I don't dislike it. Let me pull up just a little bit of data here to see what that like if I just have anything to back that. Corner kicks, Spain had 6 to Albania's 2. Italy and Spain, corners. Spain had 5 to Italy's 2. Croatia, Spain had 5 to Croatia's 0. Georgia versus Portugal. Portugal had 11 to Georgia's 1. Georgia versus Czech. Georgia had 5 to Czech's 11. Turkey versus Georgia. Georgia had 5 to Turkey's 5. So yeah, I can see over corners here. I could also see Spain on a corner handicap as well, if you like to get involved with that. I'm not a huge corners guy. That's more my guy Brad Thomas's jam. If I see him taking anything for corners or talking about corners, I'll let you guys know. I haven't seen anything on Twitter. So yeah, I don't hate a corners look here for Spain. On the handicap, over 9.5 corners seems high, but I'm not 100% sure. Spain have been dominant on the corners when they've played, but again, I think that we're looking back and figuring out that group was a lot weaker than everybody thought. So I don't know. It'll be interesting here. Think Spain can win 2-0? Yeah, I mean, they can. Cody, plus 450. Again, like, I like you a lot, Cody, but as far as gambling goes, like, I have major concerns that you're not listening to me when I tell you how to be a better gambler. Like, if you're going to take stuff like this needs to be like 0.1 units on your bankroll. Like, this is a light sprinkle. Don't go putting Spain to win 2-0 into a parlay with 5 other baseball picks today. Like, you can for like $1.50 if you want to buy a scratch off lottery ticket, but you got to find, you can't go for the home run every game. Like, the point of betting is you can take these home run shots every once in a while, but you need to build your bankroll consistently hitting, or maintain your bankroll by consistently hitting props that are in the minus 125 to plus 110 neighborhood. And you need to kind of try and hit those with a consistency that allows you to sustain the ability to take these long shot lottery plays once you've established like being a profitable gambler on stuff with more reasonable odds. So again, it's not a criticism on you. It's just something that, like, when I talk about these longer odds stuff for the day, it's coming into like 3 units of my bankroll at the most, and I'm putting a higher percentage of like my action on higher confidence, shorter odds plays, so that if I lose all these long shots, I hopefully rebuild my bankroll with more doable and more consistent edge numbers. I don't think that there's a lot of edge in an exact score line. I think that those are very sportsbook favorable because they don't have to offer a second line on those. There's not a way you can bet it to end any other score line besides 2-0 to Spain. So it's really hard for me to tell you how much of a percentage of an edge the sportsbook has on bets like those. So I just want to mention stuff like that. Like, I wasn't doing a parlay. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit of an action for a straight bet. Like, I don't mind it, but again, limit your exposure to that. Perfect. That's what I like to hear, Cody. Like, I definitely, that's kind of the point of the whole spiel going on here, and it's not just to you. It applies to a wider audience as well, and that's why it's useful. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying that's how people are able to stay gambling for longer, is to have some consistency with those straight bets, to be able to grind a little bit of profit and then take those little bits of profit to take these longer shots on these bigger odds things. And I don't want to make this a full gambling lecture on like how to manage bankroll and stuff like that. So I'm going to move on from there. But I appreciate you tuning in, Cody. And I just did want to mention that while we were here, because I do think it's a good conversation topic for everybody, not just for you. As far as the game's concerned, I do like Spain. I do like them to win. I kind of think that they can cover an Asian handicap here, but I'm not going to lay minus 1.75. And 1.5 is just going to be way too juiced. I do like them to score in both halves. I think that's a pretty decent number at like minus 115. Big odds are definitely fun stink. Don't get me wrong. That's why I talk about them. That's why I think these streams are super popular, because of the first half shots ladders market that we've been doing well on. So yeah, I mean, I'm not here to diss long odds stuff. I just want people to remember, like, when I take 14 bets in a match, that doesn't mean I have 14 units down on the game. That means I have like 2 to 3 units down on the game. It's just a high variance of longer shot stuff. Salute Cody. Yeah, absolutely. Anybody who's willing to take the time to learn too is somebody I'm always here to help. That's the biggest part of this is teaching, is trying to help teach you guys how to stay gambling as long as possible while trying to work your way from the red into the green, and minimize the amount of red you're seeing week to week, month to month, and season to season. Here's my same game parlay: Spain money line over 1.5, Ruiz shot on goal plus 125. I definitely don't hate that, Mike. I think it's a little stingy with the odds, but I can see all of that happening. And yeah, I definitely don't think that's a bad price at all. I do like Ruiz here. I am probably going to play his first half shots. I don't know if I'm going to get involved with Nico or Yamal at their low of numbers, but I am going to get involved in Ruiz because I like him to jack from the midfield again, and post their opinion. Absolutely. Like, even if I don't disagree with, or if I don't agree with your opinion, I still find value in having the conversation. Like, I'm always here for that, even if I don't agree. And I'm not going to shoot you down out of pocket. I'm going to let you explain yourself or tell me why it is you like it, because I do need second opinions. I clearly have bias. I say it at the top every show that I have some major bias. So I try and keep those in check and look at the board objectively. And I think that we do a pretty good job of that, especially with people sharing ideas here. Back to the game at hand. I like Danny Carvajal to take a shot as well. I like Lee Normand to take a shot. You guys know how much I enjoy my backs and my target men. Lee Normand is constantly finding loose balls at the top of the box. I watch him do it week in and week out for Sociedad. I cannot stress how much I like Lee Normand just to take a single shot. So that's going to be my backline guy that I like here. I'm going to take Metzaduke for a shot on target. I like Kvaratskhelia for a shot on target. Hey, Jude, leg is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing? Hit that belly goal. I can't believe England came back. I can. I mean, look, I thought they were dead in the water, but if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be Jude Bellingham the day after his birthday, and he hits that absolutely nasty bike. That's Madrid DNA for you, baby. I know I'm not wearing a Madrid shirt, but hey, Swiss money line incoming. Look, I think Swiss are going to give England a hell of a match if that's what it ends up being. So, yeah, again, I cannot stress enough how much I like Lee Normand just to take a shot. I'm definitely playing that. I don't know what the price is. I'll check here on FanDuel real quick, and then I'll check on DraftKings. But yeah, I love Lee Normand just to have a shot in this game. The ball is always finding his foot. Minus 250. That is pretty garbage. Shots. Let's see. Just a shot. They won't even list Lee Normand over on DK. So yeah, that, I don't know. I might work him into a same game parlay or something. That's really not great value. Maybe I don't know. That sucks. Oh well. I don't know. Maybe Yeah, Nico Williams is so due. I can't agree with you more, Quinn. I'm all over Nico Williams to score assist here. I know it's minus 120, and I got to pay some juice. Yeah, that is really stingy as well. Threw $5 on Slovakia at halftime. That's a shame, man. You got close. But yeah, England was knocking there a lot in the final 10. So it stinks for you. But I was on Jude Bellingham to score assists. So it was kind of a wash for me. With Kane not getting credit for that shot at the end of the first half off of the corner. But yeah, so I would look at Danny Carvajal and Lee Normand. They're probably going to have to get worked into a parlay. I like Ruiz in the first half. I like Nico Williams to score assists. I don't hate Yamal, shots on target and stuff like that. But there's some value in the Georgia players. If you like Georgia to push forward and attack here, I do, because they have absolutely nothing to lose. I actually don't hate both teams to score in this game at minus 145 either. I do like Spain to score in both halves, sitting around minus 115. I got about we'll call it 3 to 5 minutes before I wrap up here. Again, I'm sorry if I got a little bit too much into a lecture about bankroll management and gambling stuff. I don't want to waste your time here, but I did think it was a good topic to talk about. So anything else to do with the game, feel free to throw it in here. I like falls. I like cards here. I think that, again, this is knockouts, a Georgia team with absolutely nothing to lose. If they pick up cards, if they pick up fouls, if they pick up suspensions, it's no skin off their ass. They're just going to continue to play. Yeah, it was a very, very sexy goal. Gun to my head, Pedri or Rodri, 2 shots, Pedri. Young bull, wants to make an impact, is a Barca player, and yeah, I just, gun to my head, I say Pedri. I like Rodri. Rodri's a little more clinical. He does shake that Pep mentality of, I have to do this. I have to play this certain way. The ball has to go here. He does shake that and shoot. And I do believe that big game Rodri really is a thing. But if we're talking volume, I think it's Pedri that's going to have the volume. I think Rodri is going to be the guy who's more clinical. But the other thing I will say is Rodri is probably going to be on free kicks. So if you think he fucks up and has a bad free kick and puts it into a wall, that's guaranteed a shot credit, just so you know. Like, if you're slamming the free kick into the wall, that's a really cheap way to pick up a shot. It's how I got one on Alphonso Davies and made a bunch of money on Canada last night, and how I really wish that long cross wasn't a cross and got ruled a shot, so I could have cashed a 10-1 bag. And I have that video highlight saved. I just have to remove the sound and edit it a little bit so I don't get copyright infringed on it. But I will show you that final, what I thought should have been a shot from Davies later tonight in the Discord, at least. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on YouTube if anybody else cares. The Swiss are going to end this overrated show on Saturday. I don't doubt it. I mean, you're not going to hear me talk shit on the Swiss. They've been playing really well, so we'll see. But anyway, it looks like we don't have a ton more questions. It's not near net. It's when the goalie's forced to make a save on it or it goes in. Those are the only 2 things that gets you a shot on goal. If the goalie has to make a save on it or if it goes in. Sometimes if there's a last defender back that clears it off the line, that'll be a shot on goal, but that's something that doesn't really happen a ton. If it hits any part of the frame, the woodwork, if it hits any part of that and it goes off the post, not a shot on goal. It has to be saved by the keeper or go in the back of the net. Again, there are rare instances where a defender, being the last man back, clears it off the line. It counts as a shot on goal, but that's something that can be clarified later. Anything else is a shot, not a shot on goal, as long as they have the intention of shooting, blah, 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 blah. I get into arguments about that sort of thing all the time. It is a fine line to walk, but in Opta, we have to trust. They have to have the final say. So that's just what I go with. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. I may or may not do a late night stream for Copa America tonight. I'm not super invested in Jamaica versus Venezuela. Erner Valencia is still suspended on a red. Mexico is completely hapless. Ecuador, I don't super care about. And Jamaica without Andre Blake is just not a good side to talk about. So I don't see a ton of value there in Copa America, at least as far as doing a live stream is concerned. If you guys feel differently and you really want to see me do a live stream, at me on Twitter, do something to grab my attention. Tell me you need to see a live stream for Copa. Maybe I'll do one. It is a little chillier out today. It's only 68. So it's like a record cold for July in Michigan. I'm going to at least go outside and go to the gym, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, chill outside all afternoon like I would like to. So I'll be watching the Copa games and I'll be betting on them in Discord. I just don't know if there's going to be enough value there for you guys if we do a live stream. So absolutely not a problem, Cody. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm always happy to provide the information, and it's always meant to be in a helpful way and not in a critical way. So glad we got that established. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. May or may not do a Copa stream. Just going to kind of feel out how my afternoon's going. Otherwise, I will catch you here for sure tomorrow for France Belgium at anywhere between 11:10 and 11:15. Portugal versus Slovenia anytime between 2:10 and 2:15. And then big match for Copa, we will be talking about Bolivia, Panama, and USA versus Uruguay for sure. So 3 streams no matter what tomorrow. And then I'm going to be watching the USA match with my boys over in Discord. So have a great night. Appreciate you tuning in. Oaks out. Doses.